The philosophy book, Big Idea Simply Explained, Renaissance and the Age of Reason. The end justifies the means. Niccolo Machiavelli. Fame and tranquility can never be bedfellows. Michael de Montage. Knowledge is power. Francis Bacon. Man is a machine. Thomas Hobbes. I think therefore I am. René Descartes. Imagination decides everything. Blaise Pascal. God is the cause of all things which are in him. Benedictus Spinoza. No man's knowledge here can go beyond his experience. John Locke. There are two kinds of truth, truth of reasoning and truth of fact. Gottfried Leibniz. To be is to be perceived. George Berkeley. Age of Revolution. 1750 to 1900. Doubt is not a pleasure condition, but certainty is absurd. Voltaire. Custom is the great guide of human life. David Hume. Man was born free, yet everywhere he is in chains. Jean Jacques Rousseau. Man is an animal that makes bargains. Adam Smith. There are two worlds, our body and the external world. Immanuel Kant. Society is indeed a contract. Edmund Burke. The greatest happiness for the greatest number. Jeremy Bentham. Mine has no gender. Mary Wollstonecraft. What sort of philosophy one chooses depends on what sort of person one is. Johann Gottlieb Fichte. About no subject is there less philosophizing than about philosophy. Friedrich Schlegel. Reality is a historical process. George Hegel. Every man takes the limit of his own field of vision for the limit of the world. Atta Schopenhauer. Theology is anthropology. Ludwig Andreas Feuerbach. Over his own body and mind, the individual is sovereign. John Stuart Mill. Anxiety is the dizziness of freedom. Søren Kierkegaard. The history of all hitherto existing society is the history of class struggles. Karl Marx. Must the citizen ever resign his conscience to the legislator? Henry David Thoreau. Consider what effect things have. Charles Sanders Peirce. Act as if what you do makes a difference. William James. The Modern World, 1900-1950. Man is something to be surpassed. Friedrich Nietzsche. Men with self-confidence come and see and conquer. Ahmed Helm. Every message is made of science. Ferdinand de Saussure. Experience by itself is not science. Edmund Husserl. Intuition goes in the very direction of life. Henry Bergson. We only think when we are confronted with problems. John Dewey. Those who cannot remember the past are condemned to repeat it. George Santayana. It is only suffering that makes us persons. Miguel de Unamuno. Believe in life. William Du Bois. The road to happiness lies in an organized diminution of work. Bertrand Russell. Love is a bridge from poorer to richer knowledge. Max Sigler. Only an individual can man become a philosopher. Karl Jasper. Life is a series of collisions with future. Jose Ortega Y. Gasset. To philosophize first, one must confess. Benjamin Tanamabe. The limits of my language are the limits of my world. Ludwig Wittgenstein. We are of ourselves the entities to be analyzed. Martin Teacher. The individual's only true moral choice is through self-sacrifice for the community. Tesoro Watsuji. Logic is the last scientific ingredient of philosophy. Rudolf Carnap. The only way of knowing a person is to love them without hope. Walter Benjamin. That which is cannot be true. Hubert Marcuse. History does not belong to us, but we belong to it. Hans Georg Gadamer. Insofar as a scientific statement speaks about reality, it must be falsifiable. Karl Popper. Intelligence is a moral category. Theodore Adorno. Existence precedes essence. Jean-Paul Sartre. The banality of evil. Hannah Arendt. Reason lives in language. Emmanuel Levinas. In order to see the world, we must break with our familiar acceptance of it. Maurice Merleau-Ponty. Man is defined as a human being and a woman as a female. Simone de Beauvoir. Language is a social act. Ballard van Orman Green. Fundamental sense of freedom is freedom from chains. Isaac Berlin. Think like a mountain. Anne Nice. Life will be lived all the better if it has no meaning. Albert Camus. Contemporary philosophy, 1950 to present. Language is a scheme. Roland Barthes. How would we manage without a culture? Mary McGlade. Normal science does not aim at novelties of fact or theory. Thomas Kuhn. The principles of justice are chosen behind a veil of ignorance. John Rawls. Art is a form of life. Richard Vaughan. Anything goes. Paul Fenner Rabbit. Knowledge is produced to be sold. Jean-Francois Lyotard. For the black man, there is only one destiny and it is white. Frantz Fanon. Man is an invention of recent date. Michael Falco. If we choose, we can live in a world of comforting illusion. Noam Chomsky. Society is dependent upon a criticism of its own tradition. Jürgen Habermas. There is nothing outside of the text. Jacques Derrida. There is nothing deep down inside us except what we have put there ourselves. Richard Rorty. Every desire has a relation to madness. Louis Irigaray. Every empire tells itself in the world that it is unlike all other empires, Edward said. Thought has always worked by opposition. Helene Sechers. Who plays God in present-day feminism? Julia Kristeva. Philosophy is not only a written enterprise. Henry Odera Oruka. In suffering, the animals are our equals. Peter Singer. All the best Marxist analyses are always analysis of a failure. Slavoj Zizek.